Here with head men's hockey coach Charlie Burggraf. Charlie, you find your team 5-1 in conference play with a big sweep over Hamlin last weekend. Talk about what you saw in your team thus far, and to get yourself in this condition in the conference play so far.
Well, I think we're a relatively young team, Jared, and we're continuing to learn how to play our style of hockey, which is fast, put a lot of energy on the puck, and we appropriately are physical, and take the momentum away from the other team, and we set the momentum. And so we've established that game and have grown in that game. We have about 9 rookies, a transfer as well, and so that's a big part of the roster that is learning to play this game. But they have contributed. Upperclassmen have done a good job. They know what we're doing, and we do a puck control game as well. And if we have the puck, obviously they don't. And so I think we've grown in that game to the point where we've had some great outcomes. We've had some non-conference games against top teams in the nation, and they've been one-goal games, and we've been in a position to win those games. But like I said, we're learning and growing, and we're optimistic that we can finish the first half of the season off tomorrow night with a game against Northland College, and then go from there.
Yeah, you talk about the non-conference competitions that you have. You do get Northland this weekend in a unique opportunity to play in a neutral setting. But what are you looking forward to in Moose Lake, but also facing the non-conference Northland from a different, the Midwest Conference, I believe?
Right. We split with them last year.
Yeah.
I think they're struggling this year. At least their record shows that. But we always keep in mind that we're playing collegiate hockey,
right? And
it's tough. And if you don't show up, you're going to have a problem. And so we know that, and we're going to go into that game. The venue is unique because it's in Moose Lake, Minnesota, which is about 2 hours north of here, or hour and a half or so. And they had a flood this summer,
Sure.
a flash flood, and it kind of damaged their rink. And so Northland College and Bethel University are going to help them raise money. They have a youth tournament there this weekend, and so they're going to have their rink is going to be full. And so they're excited about college hockey programs coming to town, and it's going to be a big deal. They're going to sell it out, and we're going to have a spaghetti feed afterwards. So hopefully, we get along out on the ice so we can have a good meal together. So it should be fun. It's going to be a cultural experience because it's a small town. It's a small rink venue, but it should be exciting.
Very cool. We'll talk about just a little bit the performance of your, I guess I'll say your star player last week, and Garrett Window came back from the injury with 4 goals and 2 assists. MIAC Player of the Week. Obviously, he played well, but it's a team effort, as you've always talked about. Talk about the guys that are really performing well right now.
Well, that's a good question, and the general coach response, and this is true, is we consider ourselves 27 deep. We have 27 guys on the roster. Obviously, you can't dress everybody, but you need everybody every day in practice, challenging and pushing each other to get better and improve every day. But everybody on the roster has a role, and Garrett, it was good to have him back. We're grateful that it wasn't a serious injury. It certainly could have been, but he came back. He's a playmaker. He's fast. He's got good hands, and he's with Jack Paul and Colin Mayer. And we ran a drill yesterday, a conditioning drill, and I stand down there and I measure to see who's going to win. And they're the silver line, and they were all spread out, and every one of those guys won their race. They're fast. We got a lot of fast guys on the team, but you put 3 guys out on the ice that are quick, fast, and they're skilled playmaking guys. I mean, he was the missing piece to make that line come together. And Garrett's a good player, and he's a goal scorer, and I was happy for him to see, he went through some hardship there and getting healthy again, and there's just a lot of good synergy with those 3 guys on the power play and of course 5-on-5.
Well, Friday you take on Northland College in Moose Lake, as you talked about, and we'll look to get above the 500 mark, where you're 6-6 in overall play, and best of luck this weekend.
All right, thanks, Jared.
Thanks, Coach.